Hey folks, Mike Haley 7 here, coming to you from my house. I am working on my lunch with this new camera. Let me show you the new camera. Check this out. You like the pants? Anyway, that's the new camera. This is a Kodak waterproof Playful. Yeah. $11. That's right, folks. $11. Best Buy was having a sale, and it was a return, and I had a discount card, and so $11. Yay! So I'll put it on the bike here in a sec. But oh yeah, I was going to show you something. That is the new license plate for 2012. I thought that's more appropriate. For those of you who say, oh my god, you're showing your license plate on camera? It's a license plate. It's a public thing. Anyway, time to eat. Hello folks, Mike Haley 7 here. This is the new camera. So let's see if this thing fits in the place where the old camera fits. So far so good. Oh my god. It's perfect. Oh, I love it. See? Isn't that perfect? It fits exactly where the other one did. I did good. And for $11. Oh my god. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here. I get spider webs all over the bike. Spider webs. Spiders everywhere. Alright, now close the door. There we go. I got all my stuff. Phone, camera. Looks like it's going to rain on me, but they say it's supposed to be partly cloudy. So, here we go. Oh, new camera. Kodak Playful. Always look back, make sure everything is closed. So far, it looks pretty good through the viewfinder here on the back of this camera. I'm doing alright with this newfangled $11 camera. Apparently they're phasing out these shoot and share cameras. Probably already know that if you're watching this because you're into this kind of thing too. Shoot and share is going away with the dodo, folks. Now everything's going to be on the iPhone, which I don't think would work really well for me. Not my current iPhone. My nose would probably turn it off or would turn off on its own. I don't even know. Maybe I'll try that sometime. See if the iPhone fits in here. The video is not the same though. It's got a different aspect ratio. Come to think of it, I don't even know if this will work. I'm going to try to edit it using my my typical Windows Movie Maker, but it may not work. Alright, so let's start this storytelling like I told you guys I was going to do. Hey folks, Mike Haley 7 here. So this $11 camera is not really working the way I was hoping it would, because inside my helmet the audio is too much for it, so I am left with nothing but noise, as you could probably already tell. So this $11 camera, although very nice, still does not quite fit the bill. So I'm still looking for a solution. My Votto HD doesn't work anymore because of the power cord, and my old Votto is now dead. So we will have to figure something out. As I'm on my way wherever it was that I was going that day, I think I was headed pretty far north of town, so I got a pretty long way to go here. I'll talk up until 10 minutes and then that'll be that. So let's see, I was going to tell a story about my grandmother So I guess I'll do that now. I've already tried this 3 times with this camera, and no matter what I tried, it just wasn't going to work. So here we go. My grandmother, we all call her Nana. That's my father's mother. And she was one tough old bird, I'll tell you. When she was young, she was born in 1901 or 2. When she was young, she was in a family of mostly boys. So she grew up fighting a lot with them. And back then it was pretty rough and tumble. Her father was a cop. And so she knew how to handle herself. And when she got married to my grandfather, they used to fight because, Irish and all that. And he used to come home and beat on her, and she wasn't about to take that, so she used to beat him back, which is pretty awesome. And his mother didn't like it and started spreading rumors about her. This is all the family history I'm recounting for you. She was spreading rumors around town that my Nana was sleeping around. So my Nana got on the crosstown bus or whatever and went over to South Boston, confronted her, ended up knocking her out, and then the daughter, I guess my Nana's sister-in-law, tried to intervene. And my Nana ended up picking her up and sitting her down on the wood-burning stove, which caused the sister-in-law to catch fire. So she lit her sister-in-law on fire and punched her mother-in-law out, and then left. And, of course, when my grandfather heard about this, he came home to beat my grandmother bloody. She beat him up so bad, she almost killed him. She said, if you ever set foot in this house again, I'll kill you. So off he went, never to be seen again, pretty much. And my father was just a baby at the time, so he didn't really know his dad. Years later, during the war, she was out walking at the grocery, I guess. She was outside the grocery store, and this lady confronted her. I don't know what about, but they got into an altercation, and my grandmother punched that lady out and knocked her right through a plate glass window. She grabbed my dad and said, come on, they rushed away. A couple days later, she's back at the grocer's, and the window's all boarded up, and she says, how's it going? And the grocer says, my God, people in this neighborhood are getting terrible. They just smashed this plate glass window. And my grandmother's kind of trying not to let on that she's the one that did it. And she said, oh my goodness, what's this neighborhood coming to? But it was her. And then shortly after that, my dad was sitting on the front steps, and up walks this guy that my dad thought was his older brother. So he says, hey brother, what are you doing back from the war? And the guy says, I'm not your brother. Apparently that was his dad that he had never met, coming back for some reason. And they had nasty words, my Nana and my grandfather. And off he went, never to be seen again. Apparently he got remarried and had a bunch of kids that we've never met. We don't know anybody in that side of the family. So there's that. And then years later, when my grandmother was older, she was in her 70s, my father sat down at the kitchen table and he says to his mom, Ma, look, I still got it, I'm 50. He puts his arm out, and he's got this huge muscle, and he's knocking on it like clang, clang, clang. And he says, that's nothing. She rolls up her sleeve, same size. I could not believe that, same size. And she's like clang, 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 and I'm looking at the two of them like, what the hell? So she was a tough old lady. She used to wash her laundry by hand. She had a washing board, and she used to wring it out by herself. Even though she had a washing machine, she never used it. She was brought up in the Depression, so that's why. And the final big story about her is when she was in the hospital with the Alzheimer's, about 2 months before she died of pneumonia, she punched out the orderly because he was trying to change her sheets and she didn't like it. Knocked him out. And the last words she ever said, as she was standing over him with her dukes up, she said, get up and I'll give you another one. Those were her last words, even though she didn't know who she was because she had the Alzheimer's. So, anyway, that's the story of my grandmother, rough and tumbly lady that she was. And I hope you enjoyed. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'll leave you in the middle of this video here to enjoy. Yay.